Top tier greetings of wealth and wisdom. Welcome back to the Winner's Well, or welcome for the first time. Today we are speaking about water. Yes, I think it's important, of course, to speak about that which is the same thing which we are from, what we're comprised of. So much of us is water. So just take a look here. Look at the momentum. Look at the strength of flow, that organized flow of energy. Right? And that's what we're trying to harness in this topic. That's what we're trying to take advantage of in these last few videos, is understanding how we can become a steady flowing entity of energy that is positive, that is good, that is regenerative. Just keep my eyes on a little snake down here. I think he's trying to sun up. I just don't want to bother him. But yeah, we want to speak about water today. You know, say you have a business. We're going to take another example. Of course, I think examples are good. They're good to warm up the mind. They are good to prepare it. The mind is a thinking machine. The mind is a solution creating machine. It is an organizing machine. And I think if we can use it by sharpening it, by putting it in and around different examples, different scenarios and situations, we can begin to strengthen it. You know, just like when we go to the gym or when we go out for a run. So imagine if you had a business, right? Imagine if your business was exporting goods, right? And you had to export those goods over a large body of water. And the amount of goods that you're exporting and the rapidity, how often you are exporting these goods is at a very high amount. So it's not possible to fly these goods to your destination where you're trying to export them to, where the people want to purchase your goods, where you're going to make the transaction in order to feed your family. If you're going to, again, be trying to feed your family and thus continue to provide a steady income in a way for your children to learn how to interact with the world financially, is going to be extremely important that you have a very good crew aboard that ship, right? The people that are loading it on the docks, the people that are, working and maintaining all of the decks, the people that are there in the mess hall, the people that are there to make sure that navigation is on course, the people that are there to make sure that they can signal other ships. All of these things go into creating a safe passage for your goods to get there so that the transaction is solid, right? Even more important is going to be the captain. Stick with me because we're almost getting to the point, so I don't want you to lose me just yet. Remember, examples are to sharpen the mind. They are to warm it up, to get it used to these scenarios so that we can put that newfound strength into action when it calls, okay? So, if your captain is not strong, if the captains that you're trying to hire, if you're in the hiring process, right, and there's a captain that has never been, in the sea. Here, check this out. Hold on. See, he's just trying to get a bit of sunshine there. It's been wet and cold these last few days, so he's just trying to sunbathe. He's not bothering anybody, so hopefully we're not bothering him. Back to this water wisdom. So if you're in the hiring process, right? You have two captains, right? Say one has been, in many of storms. He's a fishing captain. He's been in a lot of storms, and he's weathered those storms well. He's not lost many men. And say that there is, a battleship captain, that was in an area where there was no storms, and the battles that he was in, he lost a lot of men, right? There's a different way that we need to assess this, but it's important that we understand that whatever it is that we are trying to get, the body of water that we're trying to get across, if it's like this in a climate where it's extremely hot, and there's no pirates trying to take our goods, then it may be proper to take the battleship captain. On the other end, if we are just dealing with simply crossing a large sea, crossing an ocean, right? And there's just, you know, there's storms around the equator, especially if you say you're going from Seattle to Hawaii via freighter. Okay, there's going to be you know, a high instance for storms out there. So in that area, you really would most likely want the fisherman who has weathered the storms. No need for him to defend against any pirates or anything like that. I hope you're following what I'm saying, because what we are coming out of now with COVID, this is somewhat of a storm, right? This was an emotional storm, right? This was a financial storm, right? This was even a spiritual storm, right? A social storm. When we exit this and we stride out of this, I really want you to see, are you a battle-tested captain who is ready to export your goods, your talents, your blessings, your gifts into the world so that they can be purchased with quality currency? Currency meaning energy. Energy, yes, meaning finance. Are you ready to take advantage of that? Because there is a flow out here. There's much more water than there is land. So let's tap into that power. Let's make sure that we understand that what we're coming out on the other side of right now, it should have been an amazing whetstone for our sword, our mind sword, right? The sharpest weapon, the sharpest tool in our belt. So if we can do that, if we can harness this example to understand that we are the captains of our own journey and that we have just come out of a major storm, we have to see how strong we are and how superhuman we are. So again, another example from water. Why? Because we are from water, yes. And there are lots of beautiful, powerful, strong, magnificent examples in water. Again, take a look. Sell your shit to success. Until next time, love your skinny what's within. Peace.